custom data types. They're designed to be used just like the fundamental types provided by the C++ language. Let's start by defining the terminology that we'll be using in this section. First, let's look at the words class and object. The definition of a class, using the class keyword, is the class itself. You can then use the class to declare an object. The object is also called an instance of a class. Sometimes you'll hear the verb form instantiate to describe the process of creating an object. Members are the contents of an object. There are two types of members. Data members are the members that represent the encapsulated data. Data members are sometimes called properties. Function members are members that represent functions associated with the class. Function members are sometimes called methods. Constructors and destructors are special function members that are called when an instance of an object is created or destroyed, respectively. A constructor is called when the object is created. There may be several constructors defined, but only one is called depending upon how the object is created. The destructor is called when the object is destroyed. There may only be one destructor defined. C++ classes are based upon the C struct. In fact, a C++ class is identical to a struct with one difference. In a struct, members default to public access, whereas in a class, members default to private access. This matches how they're commonly used. If you're looking to access data members directly, you probably want a struct. Because the members of a class default to private, accessing those private members is not allowed. Of course, you could set the members to public access, but if you're going to use it as a struct, you should probably just declare it as one. If you're using a class, you'll probably want to define accessor methods for data members that you want access to. Accessor methods are function members designed to set values in and get values from the data members. These accessors are sometimes called getters and setters. It's good practice to use the struct keyword for plain old data structures, sometimes called pods, and to use the class keyword for classes with member functions. C++ classes allow you to create fully realized types that work exactly how you want them to. Using C++ classes, you may create constructors for a variety of different types and numbers of parameters. You can even disallow the default constructor if that makes sense for your class. You can allocate and deallocate memory appropriately so that your objects run smoothly. Overload operators so that your objects can use those operators intelligently. Overload the function operator so that your objects can operate like a function itself. Or you can create conversion operators so that your objects behave as you expect them to in different contexts. The C++ class model allows you to define rich and complex data types and use them just as you would a fundamental built-in type. In this chapter, we will cover how to define